The Biafra Liberation Army has successfully neutralized over 200 Nigeria terrorist army as of today, 12th of November 2024. Welcome back to Biafra News Support Biafra. People of goodwill, Ada Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Depending on where you're watching me from, Biafrans, I bring you another update coming from Biafra Prime Minister Mazi Simon as official ex handle. He even posted the video of Biafra gallant men Wotowoto on Zoo Tèrrøríst. For you to see that the firepower was much on Zoo Tèrrøríst coming to terrorize Biafraland. They even abandoned their boot. That is for you to see that the firepower was much on them. They abandoned their boot. Looking at the video, YouTube will not allow it because a lot of a lot of the Zoo Tèrrøríst army that came to terrorize Biafraland, they were not. I'm telling you the honest truth. The gallant men are doing the needful. The hunters have become the hunted. And the gallant men will not stop until all Zoo terrorists in Biafraland are all flushed out. We are fighting for our freedom, resisting terrorists coming to terrorize Biafra mothers and children, kidnap Biafra youth. Enough is enough. Nigeria terrorist army are not needed in Southeast. We have made it clear we do not want any Zoo terrorists in Biafraland. We have a government now. We have a government now. We have a government speaking for the people, defending the people, making sure that Biafraland is safe for Biafrans. And there, we do not need Zoo terrorists in Biafraland. Well, before I continue with this very update, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please kindly click the red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell right beside it to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share, tune in once you get notification. So, Biafrans, today being 12th of November 2024, Biafra Prime Minister updated Biafran saying that the Biafra Liberation Army has successfully neutralized over 200 terrorists in the last 2 weeks. That means that what this means is that the terrorist Nigeria army terrorizing Biafrans are now minus 200 as of today, 12th of November 2024. Now, let me read this for you. Nigeria army, both Navy and Air Force, is 230. 230,000. You understand? 230,000 minus 200. Here he said the Nigerian armed forces are the military forces of Nigeria. You mean the terrorists? You mean Nigeria terrorist armed forces? The forces consist of 3 service branches: the Nigeria Army, Nigeria Navy, and Nigeria Air Force. The President of Nigeria functions as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Terrorist Forces, exercising his constitutional authority through Ministry of Defense, which is responsible for the management of military and its personnel. The operational head of the AFN is the Chief of Defense Staff, who is subordinate to the Nigerian Defense Minister, who with a force of more than 230 active personnel. The Nigerian military is one of the largest uniform combat service. We mean one of the terrorist uniform combat service in Africa. So, Biafrans, it has confirmed there that Nigeria terrorists and both Navy and Air Force, they are 230,000. So 230,000 minus 200. Tell yourself the answer. So here again, Biafra Prime Minister said the terrorist Nigeria army are not doing well today, and they can never do well. They can never do well. Biafra gallant men are doing the needful to those that terrorized Biafraland before now, killed Biafra mothers and children, destroyed properties and means of livelihoods of Biafrans. And they did all of this at the watch of the Zoo stooges in Biafraland, parading themselves as the governors and the traditional rulers. They never said anything. They never condemned the atrocities and the terrorism of Nigeria, terrorist state and Nigeria army in Biafraland. Right now, Biafrans have a government, both in exile and in homeland, and the gallant men, and we also have defense forces, making sure that Biafrans are no longer terrorized by Nigeria terrorist army, and Biafrans are no longer being kidnapped or killed by Nigeria terrorist army. We all saw the video how Biafra gallant men rescued Biafrans that were kidnapped by Nigeria criminal police. Enough of the terrorism, enough of the marginalization and killing, unnecessary killings of Biafrans. Enough is enough. Biafra gallant men are doing the needful to put a stop to Nigeria terrorist army atrocities and genocide in Biafraland, and they will never stop until we get to our destination and all these terrorists flushed out of all Biafra territories. We are fighting to defend what is ours. We are not dragging Nigeria with them. The more they come, the more they made their end, because gallant men, our gallant soldiers, and joy, and they don't have joy at all. And that is one thing the enemies have failed to understand, is that volunteer army can never be defeated, and they can never win this war. More to come. And we are waiting. Gallant men are waiting, standing gallantly and unshakable. The zoo terrorists are using their generation to play. They shall all die in Biafraland because they have been warned. Leave Biafraland in peace or you people will go back and body bag. It's obvious they choose going back and body bag instead of them quitting. Out of shame, they are coming to Biafraland to do what exactly? To look for what is not looking for them. And they have failed to understand that these gallant men did not come out to joke. They did not come out to play. Gone are the days they terrorize Biafraland and go on challenge. You see them gallivanting and doing as they please in Biafraland. You will see Air Force, Nigeria Terrorist Air Force, throwing bomb in Biafraland. For what exactly? Don't we have the right to be free? Freedom is every human's fundamental right, and that is what we are fighting for. We want nothing but freedom. We no longer want to be part of Nigeria. They said people travel to Saudi Arabia for what exactly? For Islamic summit. We cannot be in an Islamic state. It's not possible. We are different people, and we have made it clear. We no longer want to be part of Nigeria. We have made it clear to the whole world. The EU, and he said we should go and do the needful, and that is what we are doing. We are not hiding the defense of Biafraland. Let Nigeria Army go to the north where they are needed and stop ranting about or lying about insecurity in Southeast, how they are going to cope insecurity. There is no insecurity in Southeast. Without Nigeria Terrorist Army in Biafraland or in Southeast, there is no insecurity. Go to the north and see how bandits and the terrorists are operating freely in the north, taking local government areas, taking communities, taking villages and states. And I'm talking to you, they have formed more terrorist group. They emerged in the north. But you not hear them talk about insecurity or how they are going to curb insecurity or curb those causing insecurity in the north. But you always see them because gallant men are resisting them. You hear Nigeria terrorists say, oh, you're going to curb insecurity in Southeast. Who are those causing insecurity in Southeast? Who are those terrorizing Southeast? If not for Biafra gallant men, you would have continued seeing our people in Southeast making videos. Oh, Nigeria Army bombard this place now. Look at how Nigeria Army set this building ablaze. Oh, look at how Nigeria Army set these shops ablaze. That is what they were doing in Biafraland before now. You see our people running helter-skelter, making videos, calling on EU, UN to come to our rescue. Right now, we are no longer doing that. Enough is enough. How long do you people expect us to continue to do that for? For how long? We should continue crying for help. Without defending now, we can no longer fold our hands and watch Nigeria terrorists army continue terrorizing Biafraland. They were not terrorizing Biafraland. They wanted to subdue us, not to talk about our freedom, to put fear in our people, not to talk. And you hear them lying to the world about insecurity in Southeast. Without Nigeria terrorist army present in Biafraland, there is nothing insecure. There is nothing like insecurity. And that is what we are trying to put a stop. That is why Biafra gallant men will continue to flush them out in all Biafra territories until they are no more in Biafraland. So Wotowoto promise on the enemies and Wotowoto remains the code. They were really dealt with. More than 200, like Biafra Prime, as of today, more than 200 zoo terrorists have been sent to Chukwu Okigabema. Let them go and they tell Chukwu Okigabema what they are looking for in Southeast. Is Southeast north? The answer is no. Is Southeast west? The answer is no. What exactly are they looking for in Southeast? Have they been told that they no longer want to be seen in Southeast? Yes. What exactly are they still looking for in Southeast? They cannot tell you. Those taking over local government, operating as they please, forcing farmers to pay tax and bring their farm produce to them. Are they in Southeast? The answer is no. Go to the north and curb insecurity. That is not even security. The terrorism going on in the north. No. You only see Nigeria Army in Southeast looking for what is not looking for them. And the Biafra gallant men are resisting them. Enough is enough. Unity is not by force. Freedom is every human's fundamental right. And that is what indigenous people of Biafra are fighting for. And right now we have a government, unlike before, that the zoo stooge in Southeast that call themselves governors and the traditional rulers were mute over the terrorism against their people, over the killing of their own people, over the atrocities of Nigeria Army in their own land. They pretended not to see all of this just to please the Fulanis. Right now, this government is speaking the language. Both the stooges and those terrorists can never understand. Until those stooges are sent on exile and the zoo terrorists flushed out of Biafraland. Wotowoto promise remains the code, and it must continue until the enemies are no more in Biafraland. So, Biafrans, gallant men are doing the needful, and we need to continue putting them in our prayers. If not for Bridgie PM and Biafra Defense Forces, only God knows what Nigeria Terrorist Army would have turned Biafraland into. They would have succeeded in overrunning Biafraland, subduing Biafrans, finalizing and enslaving Biafrans, because that was their aim. That was their aim before now. for them to import food soldiers from other African countries, planting them in our forests and bushes before now. And you see Biafraland, Nigeria terrorist army will be terrorizing Biafrans in town and villages. Nigeria Fulani food soldiers imported from other African countries will be killing our people in the farm, helping our old mothers before now. A lot was going on in Biafraland before Breji took over. And Breji is in charge. And that is why the enemies are panicking and crying every day. You ask the criminal career agitators, where were they when Biafraland was being terrorized? When, after the kidnap of our leader, they testified the terrorism against Biafrans. And Breji PM said enough is enough. It's time to resist these people and put a stop to the atrocities and genocide in Biafraland. And since then, the enemies have never had peace, and they can never have peace in Biafraland. What they failed to tell the repentant Bokarians they are deploying to Southeast is that Southeast is no longer the Southeast you see our people going and shooting the red live bullet at the people's houses in Southeast before now. Every early morning, and nothing will happen. They should try it now. They should go and ask those that danced in our market. They wanted to check if the Southeast is still that Southeast. They move around with chain guns on their neck. And the other person will be holding it. They will be shooting the red, shouting, watcha, certain markets are ablaze. Southeast in it with Zoko for the terrorist Nigeria army. Nyawag and dog and it with Buhanok. Hati Shakora has to get it. Nya gallant men are paying for 247. And I picture him with the extent how powerful couldn't put an hour. They never believed that a day like this would come. If you bring violence to Biafra, Biafra will respond with violence. Freedom is every human's fundamental right. And that is what indigenous people of Biafra are fighting for. And right now we have a government. And this very government demand is very simple. Withdraw Nigeria terrorist army from Southeast, dismantle their checkpoint, release Hamadike and the all Biafra political prisoners, and recognize or accept Biafra referendum vote. It's as simple as that. And they are proving stubborn. You want me to remain in a particular place that I do not want to remain in? They are joking. So Biafrans, I'll stop here. Let me read a few comments from Biafrans before we round up. First person said, as they come, they collect. They should leave Biafra territory. They know they're here. Okay. Another person said, the Fulani terrorist criminal in police and the army uniform will all die there, one after the other, in Biafraland. Another person said, pack your bags or die fighting for one Nigeria in Biafraland, Nigeria terrorist army. Okay. Another person said, Biafra Liberation Army is a wall of defense, solid and impregnable. There will be the end of the kidnapping and jihadist Nigeria terrorists in uniform in Biafraland. The Nigeria terrorist state systematic obliteration of Biafrans is being resisted. Is being resisted by Biafra Liberation Army, who are decisively neutralizing the terrorists. And I say we will mark them one by one. And at the end, Biafra will come exactly. And I said, we must defend Biafra with all our strength. Exactly. And that person said, yep, Wotoba, our gallant men, Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra resistant fighters, please increase the volume. The Zoo Army and police will continue to be falling in the hands of our gallant soldiers. All hail Biafra. Rugged, okay. So that is it, Biafrans. I'll stop here. Biafra gallant men dealt with Zoo terrorists, like Biafra Prime Minister said. More than 200, or should I say 200 Zoo terrorists has been sent to judgment as of today, being 12th of November 2024. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comments at the comment section. May Chukwuka Kabema continue to guide and protect our gallant men in all fronts against Zoo terrorists, killers in army uniform, coming to Biafraland to kill Biafrans. They will continue. Nigeria terrorist army will continue to meet their end in Biafraland. May the gods of Biafraland, our ancestors, guide and protect. And they continue to give our gallant men victory in all fronts. We are fighting to defend our land, protect lives and properties of our people. And we will stop at nothing until all the terrorists and the enemies of Biafra and the freedom are all flushed out of Biafraland. Thank you all. And please tune in. Once you get notification, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification bell. More strength to your able Biafra Prime Minister. God bless you for sending you for a time like this. And you doing a very fantastic job to make sure Biafrans are free and protected in Biafraland. Thank you all.